Peace, Kevin L. The world we in. The world we are in. And what it is really. In a world where you subject to men, literally subjects of men and women. Royal families and whatnot. With all these unnatural motherfucking things coming at you. Decade after decade, any body that wants to go up against the system or inform people about the system get killed, you know what I mean, by the controllers and creators of this system. And it's to the point now where I don't think that we want to know what the truth is. I think we're content, you know what I mean, being debt slaves. You know what I mean? Everything that we acquire is debt. You know what I mean? And to take control of yourself or to achieve corporate freedom requires study and follow through and dedication. We in a precarious situation. Everybody who's dealing with these motherfuckers is in a precarious situation. You can look around the world and see. As far as what media shows you, you know what I mean, and what social media shows you. You know what I mean? You might be fortunate enough to be linking up with people that's right in the places that you're looking at. Who can confirm, you know what I mean, if said event is or is not happening. You know what I mean? They are the controllers of the wealth. You know what I mean? Controllers of the industry, controller of research and development. And they dump all our energy into that shit. You know what I mean? Dump all our energy into it. You know what I mean? It's so very pervasive, you know what I mean? It affects everything in your life. It's literally monopoly money. Or, you know what I mean, it was almost, you know what I mean, just monopoly money. But it's become something else. You know what I mean? Because now you got the advent of digital currency. But again, digital currency comes along, and how do you invest in it? You know what I mean? It's not given to you. It has to be exchanged for something, right? So it becomes an exchange. They want the fiat or, you know what I mean, the credit, you know what I mean? Because, again, it's all electronic. So now you're taking your electronic credits, you know what I mean, that you still give your energy for, you know what I mean, and it's still taxed, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean, the credit that we invest in is small shit, you know what I mean, in comparison to, you know what I mean, organizations who have mass amounts of wealth and the ability to split it up and send it at you, you know what I mean, in different waves. Meaning it wouldn't be one person buying, you know what I mean, into Bitcoin. It would be a group of motherfuckers buying into Bitcoin to bring Bitcoin up, but at the same time taking control of Bitcoin. Cause who's gonna come up with the algorithm to, you know what I mean, to keep them out? You know what I mean, when they throwing money, you know what I mean, at people to dedicate them, you mean to dedicate their lives to doing just that. You know what I mean, whatever they come up with, you come up with the counter. You know what I mean? This the world we in. You know what I mean? And the best that you can do is inform yourself and move accordingly. Right? And get with others that's doing that. You know what I mean? But we so fucked up, you know what I mean, from messing around with this shit that, you know what I mean, we got all this baggage with us and shit. You know what I mean? But we're gonna have to leave that baggage. Check your bags, please. Check your bags. Cause you know what I mean, everybody is after the bags. Everybody after that baggage. You know what I mean? Everybody making baggage claims and shit, bag claims, claiming the bags and shit. It's the same shit in the bag. Same tricks. Keeping in mind that every time that people became aware of this shit, the outcome was the same. You know what I mean? They ousted him out of the country. You know what I mean? I put something up on the gram about that earlier. You know what I mean? With Iceland. You know what I mean? And how they kicked the central bankers out of their country. You know what I mean? And went back and created a currency of their own. But see, it's not just the central bankers though. You know what I mean? The whole system has been corrupted by it. You know what I mean? You still got organizations of highwaymen. You know what I mean? You still got those organizations called policy enforcers or police officers. You know what I mean? Still got them on deck. You know what I mean? Any of these organizations walking around armed, thinking in their mind that they have, you know what I mean, license and right, you know what I mean, to do harm to your body. You know what I mean? The shit that we deal with, you know what I mean, while out here working a 9 to 5. Or, you know what I mean, it may be the other side of the coin. It may be that not knowing any of this shit, You know what I mean, is good. You know what I mean, like they say that ignorance is bliss. Not knowing is bliss. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is, you know what I mean, regardless of what this world look like, you know what I mean, you can't be fixated on that shit. You know what I mean? Because this shit is making people go crazy. You know what I mean? It's literally fraying the wires and shit. It's pulling the wires apart on this bitch. You know what I mean? You got everything flipped up, switched up. You know what I mean? Flipped up, switched up, and versus against, you know what I mean? Conflict about everything. Gender conflict, corporate conflict. All the ships is in conflict. You know what I mean? And now we back to them ships. You know what I mean? And where them ships came from. You know what I mean? We still riding the damn slave ship. You know what I mean? On the slave ship, we didn't, you know what I mean? We didn't create relationships. You know what I mean? Good ships, hard ships, all kind of ships. You know what I mean? We floating out this bitch on this big ass ship. You know what I mean? Being piloted by some crazy motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Slave masters. Taking the ship where? Where the fuck are they taking us? What are they doing for us? You know what I mean? You go to talk, you know what I mean, to people about that shit, you know what I mean, and they don't want to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Motherfuckers is like, get that motherfucking bag. You know what I mean? Get that debt note. You know what I mean? Invest, get your bitcoins up. And yeah, you need to get your bitcoins up. Need to have a different currency. You know what I mean? If you're fortunate enough to have, you know what I mean, old silver, you know what I mean, real silver coins. You know what I mean? That's good. You know what I mean? Investing in gold, that's good. You know what I mean? But real things, real assets. You know what I mean? Not liabilities. Don't want to invest in no more liabilities. You know what I mean? So look, I'm just out here. You know what I mean? It's lightly raining. These are the things that's on my mind because these are the things that's affecting my mind and my body. You know what I mean? Shit crazy. And we all know this shit crazy. We all tired of seeing, you know what I mean, our children being shot in the street or being exploited in all the ways that they're being exploited. A lot of codes on that, man. They telegraphing a lot of things. You know what I mean? You gotta check out, you know what I mean, the games that the kids is playing right now. They locked into the Fortnite. You know what I mean? Children and adults is, you know what I mean, locked into the Red Dead Redemption. And that Red Dead Redemption game is ill. Fortnite is ill. You know what I mean? All the games is ill. You know what I mean? With its you know what I mean, with its teacher. You know what I mean? The type of mentality that is, you know what I mean, that is creating. But you can't tell people that because, you know what I mean, It's entertainment. You know what I mean? But everything is weaponized. Everything. You know what I mean? Music is weaponized. You know what I mean? Motion pictures weaponized. You know what I mean? Visual and audio weapons. Sonic weapons. You know what I mean? Light weapons. You know what I mean? Beam weapons and shit. They beaming us and they hitting us with sound waves. That's real. Constantly. Why you think, you know what I mean, that everybody and everything is calm? Why you think that everybody swallow, you know what I mean, blatant lies and shit? Why you think, you know what I mean, that we know news is false, you know what I mean, but we still continue to trust, you know what I mean, these corporations who give us the news? North, east, west, and south. You know what I mean? All they sigils and symbols and signs and shit show control of the circle. They control the 360 degrees. You know what I mean? Labeling it, marking it, you know what I mean? Giving us the definitions. We want to go back, you know what I mean, and research history. But there's a language barrier. You know what I mean? The translations rarely come from, you know what I mean, tribes from around the area that obviously, you know what I mean, are linked to the same tribes. But all the language, you know what I mean, got confounded. You know what I mean? They inserted this babble into everything. That's where we at though. You know what I mean? That's what we dealing with. You know what I mean? That's where we go to work. You know what I mean? And do our 9 to 5s, and that's what we take with us when we go, you know what I mean, party. That's what we take with us, you know what I mean, when we make families and all that shit. All that is in the mix. You know what I mean? And being brown, dark brown, you know what I mean? Copper, you know what I mean? Burnished copper or whatever, you know what I mean? It's open season. You know what I mean? It's open season. And we walk around with that thought in our heads every day. You know what I mean? One of these policy enforcers might want to kill us and manufacture a reason why they killed us, because you don't know where these orders is coming down from. You don't know who's connected to what. You know what I mean? And as such, you know what I mean? Because I ain't in your business. You know what I mean? I'm not a part of your organization or any of that shit. I'm minding my own business, what businesses do. Businesses don't go over to other businesses, you know what I mean, and harass those businesses. Or maybe they do, you know what I mean? Because, you know, corporate war and corporate espionage. But I'm just saying, average people don't go insert themselves, or says average businesses don't go and insert themselves into other businesses. You know what I mean? They find ways to work together. But look, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. You know what I mean? Just wanted to talk about some things that was on my mind. Kevin L. 1.